this. Okay. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed the peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of alum. A plum? I don't know. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. You know, I never noticed that they spoke in a rhyme. I can paint portraits at least. Landscapes and still lives are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh, I thought I'd spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. That doesn't rhyme. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Aha! Oh, Flecks of paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us, and we'll put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant. She whose unfalling support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her, or not at all. Parasite then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to you more sweet embrace. Oh, mercy me, the meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a lovely token. We must empty the sacks here, make our way back. Air or ear? I don't know. English is hard. Especially older English. Especially for dumb donut like me. I did it.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the
Ooh,
lands,
strip club.
only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days. Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No? Not even a single tear? Well, moving right along then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice, loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to the folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gate Town, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. That's a kind of asshole move, but the Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. But there's other roads to it. Oh, this is like a shanty town. Like a shanty town for cats, but not for cats. Wait, this big ass door and it's just... Okay. Oh, I better wait in line. Oh wait, it's just me. Welcome to you, more fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphino, an artist, and this is Taiwanese, my assistant. Ah, yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers with. Now, the citizens of Umor are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Volthury, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see. And you might tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually, Chai Nuz and Dula Chai, a mistel couple whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please while I complete the relevant paperwork. All in order? These are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you'll officially be Moran citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. I don't know so much about paradise. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. A set of documents required to register as a bonded citizen of Utah. What have we here? Alphino, artist, Taiwanese, artist's assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Chai Nuz and Lady Dula Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it is best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh dear. No. You smell hideous. Huh? Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Jeez. Proceed directly to the delusory next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you'll want to splash yourself with this perfume liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Coordinating the guard by the stairs will give you directions. Oh, let's... I hadn't realized we were so aromatic. We're to bathe in here then? Oh. You rinse yourself clean in this stream of water. Oh, that was fast. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a dude. Whoops. Here? Oh, here. Wait, where's the good smelling perfume? Oh, it's... I knew that. You apply the perfume as directed, and a delicate scent of roses fill the air. Oh, you've showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not? That is to say, it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. What would Estinian say? Alice say would have been drying her hair by now. Wouldn't she just? Very well. I shall endeavor to emulate her boldness then. Courage, Alpha no. Oh, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters, and above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Umor spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there, like as not. Okay. It's a lot of stairs. There's stairs inside the stairs. Wait, but I thought there was an aetheryte. So I have attuned to all except the aetheryte. According to a message engraved in the base, special permission is required to use this aetheryte. Well, guess we can't use it now. Dula Chai and Chai Nuz. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Dulia.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy! That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Oh shit.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all.
Well, he's not wrong, I guess.
Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
Oh, jeez, Alphino.
Once the picture has begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Oh, sounds like a businessman now.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content.
Wow. So nice.
Isn't that right, darling?
Sounds like she's the one wearing pants.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Freedom! Oh, guess Alphino's stuck here for a bit. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters. Only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintance, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long-haired, tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I dropped my handkerchief. And now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone, you see. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and just return to my side at once. Okay. Oh, well, that was fast. Wait, what? My dude, no. Wicked white. That was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just reach out far enough. It's not just a scrap of cloth. None of it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Umar, my thought of only improving my lot in life. I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think no other place in Calusia where I could possibly be happier. Oh, sorry. I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. When she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. Oh, that was an easy quest. My attendant told me everything. I am so grateful you were there to offer your assistance. As if he were a member of my own family, I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Umar, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes upon registration. All of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. Wait, hold on. Dyrus cleared UCOB? What the fuck? One sec. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work, Undoli. A tour of the city, is it? Then you must really visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Sorry, local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista B usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Oh, a stripper place. Let's see. Welcome to Beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to living up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at ease? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Ready for a game? Good for you. No time like the present, I say. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over and I flip 2 of mine. Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? See, I have 8 here. She has 9. You're going with high then? Right. Let's see what we've got. My cards add up to 21, and you have... no, a total of 12. Oh, sorry, Honeybee, but this match goes to me. That's what I like to hear. Let me shuffle the deck. My cards add up to 17, and you have a total of 15. I win. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, then we'll talk about that favor. Alright. Best of 3, I guess. Now, what's your call? She has 17. I have 16. Nice. 1 by 1. Oh. Well, well, when you look at that, I think you've got a knack for this newcomer. Congratulations. Victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Hehehe, a favor. Come, whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Tista what she can do for you. Oh my. That's all? How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is all you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Volturi was born with the power to command them, which means no Yamoran need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Aethern over there. There's not that Mary Sot. There's not that Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Okay. What's that? What's that? New to you, Maury said. Only just arrived and already looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what, you hop on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. Yeah, I have such a chat. Never to be sure. Let's watch a Lalafell lady dance. Fucking weirdo. That's the way to dance like there's no tomorrow. Alright, little Chad. You look here, boy. Now that was the show. You're welcome to clamber up on that stage anytime you like. So what was it you wanted to ask me? Yeah, something about our fair city? Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. You were in an army, maybe the very essence of military might. Even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against senators. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got the sway with the eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Umar, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Ha! A toast to Lord Volthree. Well, I mean, an enemy of the enemy would be our friend. But if it's a friend of the enemy, that's probably an enemy. Oh, if you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphinaud has yet to brush the canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Well, I see in battle here. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Holy shit, I've never seen a big person run that fast. Oh goodness gracious me, that last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However, am I to decide? Where's the third one? Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I thought that is to say, as long as you just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at the moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? What? Lady, please. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I dress while painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Oh, that's right, I can't use this. Fuck. Sobbing, sniffing sounds. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to Throwrich. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. You need medicines? Tonics? Potions? Why would he say he? It looks like Snake. The cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. He thinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then, the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder, or simply silence her chirps? Well, oh, your face. You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpse. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is, not for this ship's rat. Oh no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Well, what an asshole. Did you get my medicine? So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. I know how that word is pronounced. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said. So, you've been suffering all this time? I'm so sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You're too kind, sir. What use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Valthree and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again. Or may you think it is a step too far. No, you would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten our own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ah, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them onto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Valthree that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Valthree's grace that the free people of Umor are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Valthree truly is a great man, isn't he? This sounds so sus. Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Oh. Oh no, not again. Helix, please. Oh, I can't. I have to run up there. Like every time I hear the bit sound, like I already know. It's like ingrained in my head. Oh, Alphino's painting. Whoa, he's actually really good. Holy crap. He wasn't lying about being a painter. Holy crap, dude. It's good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chais appear otherwise occupied. Are we sure what your investigations have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Volturi boasts some manner of influence over Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. As for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folks have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Hooray, 75. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphonel. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal. Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... I say, did that come from above? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. Oh Lord, it's loud too. Oh, hello, Ironclad King. Oh wait, I know that name. Thanks, Corlash. A malcontent, how dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mention is part of the emergent, the level above us where Lord Valtteri resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. Join their crowd up there. Oh boy.
That's him. That's Valtteri.
Oh.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12.
Oh no, it's...
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthree, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Dude cut himself, holy shit.
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
Oh shit.
So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
It is true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
No, you're overstepping, my dude.
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
Jeez, they are so delusional.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Damn. Alphino with the balls.
Can you walk?
I think so.
That Lala strut away. Yeah.
Did that little worm just insult me?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, big boy?
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! And tear out their hearts!
Yeah? How are you gonna do that, big boy? Yeah, exactly. Paint these nuts. You fool. Well, good job, Alphino. We are now out of the city. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. That it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in humor. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused you, stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Volther wants us all dead. Why not come back to the Crystarium? Come back with us to this Crystarium. I am certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing. No. That would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking. Learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well. But you must promise me you'll be careful. The Umorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphino. Lord and Lady Chai. What in blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now if I have had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the picture. The canvas. Wow, I can't. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Voltry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I highly doubt that. I don't think that's how it works. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to the fullest? Pray, press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. one moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I expect you come. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witness must not go unanswered. Next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. 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 Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. While not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Bolter and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Thank you for seeking me out, Taiwanese. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. And looking at Alphino, I say he's eager to begin this discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back to see what kind of picture they make. Then we decide where we go from there. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends. Not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the first yourself now. More than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. Alright, my dude. What you got?
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmor might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity. Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
What?
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations.
Holy shit.
These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities.
The hell is Bahamut?
7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Wait, really? That was Bahamut. Umbral
At present, the
Calamity.
light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Holminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Censor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Oh, it's up there. It's so weird not being able to fly. Again. Oh, that's an A rank. all set. If we follow this road north, we will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far behind. Quickly now. Quick. No, that's B rank, okay. It's Popolot. It's Popolato. That's fun to say. It's Popolato. It says east. This way? Still north of the east. Oh, it's up there. How do I get up there? Hey. Hey. Yeah, we had to fly. Yeah. I know. Jab guard. Southwest. Oh, it's probably on the cliff. Oh, it's down there. Just on high ground? Oh, fuck. Southeast. This way? Is it also on that cliff? Grey Draco. Sounds like something from Harry Potter. This is pretty. I should fight this. Sure, I had a chocobo with me though. Remaining on this fate. Yeah, that's okay. I think I got this. Big shiny dragon. I'll fight it. I'll fucking kill it. Did it? Holminster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. It's not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as have remained, judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have a chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It may be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile aether will billow outwards and envelope the nearest living being, a reckless young swordsman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden slain party shall include myself, the Leveliers, Captain Lena, and last but not least, yeah, me and my basics outfit. A formidable group indeed. Into Home Minister we go. Once we reach a light warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Home Minister switch now accessible.